Good afternoon. Welcome to TwoDaysFootball.com. Today we're going to talk about changing up coverages out of a 4-4 defense with one high safety, and then I'll talk about using the same concept and bringing in another safety in a 3-4 look, but still changing up the coverages. Now what we want to do is stay in our cover 3 look. That's our base look. But again, obviously, with the new spread teams out there running a lot of zone and throwing the ball around the yard, we need to be able to be multiple and change up our coverages while staying in our base defense. And this concept is pretty simple. It's been very effective for us, and the kids understand it. Okay? To start, for us in our defense, this concept works because we put our best athletes at outside backer. So these two guys, our outside backers in our 4-4 defense, they're our best athletes on the team. All right, they can do a multiple number of things. They can cover in space, okay, just as good as any one of our secondary players, because again, they're our best athletes, and they can tackle just as good or better as any one of our linebackers because they're the best athletes on our team. So they need to be able to cover an open space and play the outside linebacker position as well. And this is something what we practice in the summer and through camp or whatever it may be, because they're going to be multiple. They're going to be moving around, they're going to be playing in space, and they're going to be making tackles at the line of scrimmage or in the backfield. Here's how it works. It's a numbering system. And I always explain it to the kids. We're always going to number, and we're going to read from left to right, being that if we are on defense and we're looking at the offense, it starts from the left to the right. And here's how we number our guys. Our corner is number 1 to the left, because again, we're reading from left to right. Our outside backer is number 2. Our safety is number 3. Our outside backer on this side is number 2. And our other corner is number 1. Okay, so they need to know their numbers. Okay, the corner over here is always 1, same with that corner. Our outside backers are always number 2, and our safeties are always number 3. All right? And again, by position, they'll always know what their number is because when they hear their number called, that's extremely important. So this is how it works. We tell our kids, if you hear 3 numbers, we are in cover 3. If you hear 2 numbers, we're in cover 2. If you hear 1 number, we're in cover 1 high. Okay, and we usually tag the 1 number with a concept, and I'll go over that in a minute. So again, like I talked about, if we want to stay in our base cover 3 set, our call would be 1-3-1. All right, what does that mean? When you know your number is called, you are the deep. Okay, you are the deep defender. So being that it's 3 numbers, it's cover 3. So they have a deep third. So 1 was called, 1, he's deep third. 3 was called, he's deep third, and 1 was called, he's deep third. So it's 1-3-1. And again, we're reading from left to right. 3 numbers, cover 3. Very simple. And okay, we'll make a call, 1-3-1, we know we're in cover 3. Now, if we want to change our coverages, and do something else. For example, we want to play man coverage, okay, but 1 high. What we'll say is 3 monsoon, meaning the only man free in this case is number 3. He's got 1 high. Okay, he's got the entire field. He's dropping because we got 1 high. Otherwise, we're in monsoon coverage, which is man coverage. He's manning up on number 1. He's manning up on number 2 to his side. He's manning up on number 1. He's manning up on number 2. And our 2 inside backers will also man up on number 3 to their side. Okay, so it's 3 monsoon, 1 number, 1 high. We're tagging it with our monsoon call, which means we're in man coverage. Now, if you want to do a cover 2 look, we tell our guys on a cover 2 look, 2 numbers, we're in a cover 2 look, we're going to bring those corners up because, again, that gives us a cover 2 look. So let me just give you an example. If the hash is here and we're on the hash, and we want to run a cover 2 look, we're going to call 32. 2 numbers means we're in a cover 2 look. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring those corners up. They're still number 1. And now, being that we have two numbers, those are the two deep guys, and we looked, obviously, 1 or 2 weren't called to this side, only 32 are called. So 32, 3's got deep half, and he needs to know that because 2 numbers are called, he needs to know who he's covering with. So being that 3 and 2 were called, he's got deep half to this side, and on the snap of the ball, he's dropping back, and he's getting deep half to that side. Okay? If your number wasn't called, you got flats, like a regular cover 2 look. And again, prior to this, our guys know what their responsibilities are in their pass drops if their number isn't called. Plus, we go over the responsibilities of the corners when we run any cover 2 look, especially that week in game week if we know we're going to run a lot of cover 2 looks. Okay? Cloud coverage. Again, I'll just keep the hash where it is just to make it simple. These are a couple of coverages, but you can do 100 different coverages out of this. Our cloud coverage, if we want to cloud this corner to the field, okay, so sideline is here, we'll still run a cover 3 look, but we want to sit that corner there just in case they're going to run a quick out or they're going to run a guy into the flat or whatever it may be. We'll run 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3 numbers, cover 3 look. And what we're going to do, again, he's got to know who's with him, all right? Being that it's a cover 3 look, he's got deep third to this side, 3. He's got middle deep third, all right? And he's got the deep third to the sideline. We'll sit on the flat over here, we'll cloud that, and he still has his flat responsibility. So that's basically a cloud coverage out of a 4-4 look, which is a simple adjustment of the numbering system that we use. Not that you would run that, but if you did, that's how we would call it. Okay, you don't have to run that. There's a multiple number of things and coverages that you can run from this system. Now, what if we run our 3-4 look? Do we change our concept? Absolutely not. If they're throwing it on us a lot, and we want our outside backers to stay up for run, but we want to rotate in another D-back, okay, and rotate out a lineman, what we'll do is our outside backers will still stay number 2, so we can still drop them in coverage, all right? But we've added a safety look, a 2-high look now to our concept. The only difference is we add another number. Like I told you before, safeties are always number 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So with that being said, if we call 33, 2 numbers, cover 2 look. He's got deep half, he's got deep half, and we're playing a regular cover 2 look underneath. Okay? We can also run a cover 3 look out of this. We can run, again, in a passing situation, we would run 13, 31, 4 numbers, cover 4. 1 is quarter, deep quarter. 3, because he was called, quarter. 3, because he was called, and 1. So that would be our cover 4 look out of the 2-high safety look. And we just call it 13, 31. 4 numbers, cover 4. You hear your number, get back. Okay? So that's just a simple numbering concept that we use in our 3-4 look and our 4-4 swarm look to change up coverages. Thanks a lot.